Let's see the type of game information the platform contains. Select a game and click on Details. Scroll to the top of the page. Here you have access to various functions. Click on QR codes. This opens up a new window asking you to confirm your identity. Click on Submit. Here you have access to all of the codes which stock the Enigma information inside them. The QR codes do not act like normal QR codes, opening up separate web pages, but instead allow us a low-tech and fail-safe communication between the Enigmas and the smartphone application, which will display everything inside a specific mission and a dedicated connected framework. These codes should be printed and made available to the players. Watch the corresponding Teacher Tips tutorial for advice. Now, click on Back. You can also click on the Preview the Mission button to see what your mission and buttons will look like when played via the screen on your smartphone. If you want to delete your game, you can do so by clicking on the pink Delete Game button. It is worth noting that, as a member of the Smart Games Escape community, you have access to all of the games created by your peers. However, you neither can modify nor delete a game unless you are the owner of that game. Now, let's see which elements make up a hybrid escape game. Scroll slowly down the page. First, we have the key game information elements such as the title, author, and institution. The master code can be used by the teacher to intervene and help players who are stuck on certain enigmas. This code lets the game master reduce the time or number of lives in exchange for helping the players. A tip: if you are a teacher and using the application within a building or classroom, you can also play a role in the game as a character in the scenario, or simply observe player interaction, making sure that players do not damage property or put themselves in danger. See the corresponding Teacher Tips video for advice. You also have starting lives, shown in the top right-hand corner of the phone application during the game. Penalty timer in seconds. If a player enters a wrong answer, the players will be penalized and lose this number of seconds each time. The central game timer will thus be shortened. Penalty counter. Life will be lost every X number of wrong answers. For example, if I enter a wrong answer once, I lose 60 seconds. If I enter a second wrong answer, I can specify here that I will lose a life, for example. Penalty life. Lives lost when penalty counter is reached. Lastly, you have the mission scenario that you wish to apply to your escape game. Use the drop-down menu to select the scenario you want. The mission is basically the graphic design, start video, and personalized buttons that will orchestrate the enigmas which make up your escape game. The game is made up of the specific enigmas, documents, and codes that players will use to complete the mission. Here, for example, I have chosen the hostage mission scenario. Let's have a closer look at the other elements which make up your game.